So this is your video walk around of a cross trail coachman made by Forrest River, put on a Ford chassis. Really dumb design, I think. 2 slides out on this side, and you can't make use of the kitchen without the slide. Well, I'll show you. Can't really make use much of it. Really dumb design. It's your classic pull into a campground and then set everything up and do something. But you'd have to set everything up every night to use it, so a full-timer would not want to use it, in my opinion. The door is kind of weird where you gotta open up both doors. You come in, it's got a decent deal here, but then it's on a slide. As you can see, you could maybe use the sink, and there's no real using the stove, or you burn half of your side up on the side of the wall. Fridge is on the slide, so it'll add weight on the slide. Every time you go to move the slide in and out, over time that'll wear down very fast. Very stupid setup, I think, in my opinion, but I'm not the one buying it. It does have a nice loft on the top over there that I might take advantage of to sleep on, maybe. Instead of having to mess with all this, because it looks big, but it's only a 4.5 foot long thingy. Then back here, same thing. In order to go to sleep at night, you have to extend the slide because of the way the bed is. If I inherited this, I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but if somehow or another I inherited it to use and couldn't sell it or something, so I could only have the choice of using it, I would immediately get rid of this half-ass mattress, and then I would sleep diagonal. And I think if you see there, I think a 6-foot tall guy can just barely sleep diagonal on that half-ass mattress instead of having to pull the slide out all the time. Yeah, but this motorhome's just kind of stupid. Really very stupid setup, in my opinion. I do not endorse this one at all. This one's going to Great Falls, and I was just in Great Falls, Montana for the other company for quality, but Synergy needs me to run a run. And when I got here this morning, I noticed that 2 days is the end of the month. It's August 30th, 31st, and then the 1st of September. And had I gone past the 1st of September, I would have had to take the safety videos and everything all over again and get requalified as a driver, because I was at that point of expiration for their insurance. So I avoided that by 2 days, at least, by running for Synergy again. Synergy's been kind of dead for the last month, I thought, in terms of the load board. But when you look out here, they have, I don't know, 10 or 15 different kinds of RVs. Can't really see it. I'm going to show you around the corner. But they have a hell of a lot more than what the load board says. Load board right now says 5 total, and that's between 2 other lots and this in terms of just the driveways. But yet, right there is that. Over there is that. The one I'm in, of course. And then they have a few up this way. So, based on that, the load board kind of lies, or they haven't been updating it, or these units are not available to go out yet. They're just stored here. But there's 2 other lots. Of course, there's the Topeka lot and the lot in Elkhart that both apparently have units that are not on the load board either. So, I don't know if Synergy's going back to call in and see what they have available, but why even give us an option of a load board to see what you got if more than half your inventory isn't even posted. But, you know, that's the thing. Either they just they can't send them out yet, or they have not updated their load board. Whoever the hell is supposed to be doing that, slacking in their job or something, I don't know. My guess is these units are not available to go out yet. They have to be stored for a while for Synergy to make money or something, I don't know. It looks to me like the only thing this thing is missing is the RV keys, because I have a set for the drive keys and the front chassis key, I mean, but they don't go to that door. So I'm gonna have to stop up front and see if she can find me an RV door set before I leave. I'm gonna look at my paperwork too to make sure it's not in there. But they're usually together on the key ring, and they're not this time, and I noticed that. So I'm gonna try to do that before I get all the way to Great Falls and they reject it because they don't have a house key. You never know. That's the other thing about doing the RV transports. They're pretty picky at the dealerships. They go in and out, check out the inside and outside of this crap, and you could be blamed for anything. At least when you're doing stuff for Quality or Pinnacle, whatever, where it's box trucks and cutaways, they just look at the outside of it, and as long as nothing happens to the outside, they don't really care about anything else. For the most part, as long as you weren't a pig on the inside, they don't even look too closely. They just sign your paperwork and go. However, the RV deliveries are not that way. So this is your inside and outside tour of a 2022, I believe, E450. The chassis is older than that, but the house is 2022, so they call it that. Cross Trail is the house brand underneath Forrest River. Combination of a molly crap. I think Forrest River does the inside plans or something, and the outside is the different floor plans or the different names of it underneath that company. Be my guess. Anyway, I'm about to get on the road, go back to Great Falls again, which I'm not a huge fan of either, but this is the best I had. And then, like I say, Synergy had to have me come out and make a run for them before the end of the month, or I'd be fucked into having to do the videos again, the safety videos. Excuse my French, but I've seen so many of those safety videos. I watched a bunch of safety videos the other day for auto drive away, like I was saying in my last video, and then they require a Class C CDL, which they didn't tell me to begin with. I'm like, I would have to test for that and everything. You told me that before I watched all your 13 hours of safety video crap. I was really mad at them for doing that, but you never know. Norton hasn't given me a call yet. Back today. They're supposed to today for Monday. Sometime I'm supposed to take orientation for them, but I guess it's going to have to be next week, because this thing will take probably till Friday to deliver, give or take, because I'm going to take my time a little bit with it. Just because I've already been to Great Falls, and I know the transportation costs back out of Great Falls. If I go direct and like I don't care, and just, you know, fly from Great Falls Airport to South Bend and then take the, you know, the what you call it, Greyhound bus that leaves out of South Bend over to Elkhart and everything all in, that'd be like $460, somewhere between $460 and $500 to get back. And this thing will cost probably, I don't know, I'm guessing around $600 in fuel. And they're paying me, well, it's 1,552 miles. They're paying me $1,242 to do it. So if I do all that, count it all back in, I might have $300 or $400 worth of profit, maybe if I'm lucky. After all said and done, if I just flew the expensive way back, but there's cheaper ways to come back. I could. My buddy looked into it for me and said there's Allegiant flies once a week though, which I don't like about it. Flies out of Great Falls once a week down to Vegas, and then Vegas has cheaper runs back up to Chicago, and then I'd have to take the $40 bus from Chicago. All included on that one, it'd be like $260 to get back, so I'd save a couple $100. But it's very iffy because Allegiant only runs once or twice a week. Only flies up there, and if they cancel it, then I'm stuck up there. Or having to fly out again with the expensive run. And because of that, that makes it so I can't buy the other half of it, the Las Vegas to Chicago section, until I get to Las Vegas, because of Allegiant's once or twice a week deal. That's the noise that's coming at us. So, like and subscribe, leave comments, check out my merchandise in the video below, and we'll see you in the flip.